Hey everyone, MJS back again. So I know that my last video was mostly about, kind of where I'm at, talking about patience and a lot of stuff like that. But I want to kind of expand on that because, again, I think of things right now, time is like actually moving very slow, but I feel like it's moving very fast because I'm operating at such a, I'm trying to operate at such a high pace, like a fast pace, that I feel like, so much time has gone by, but really it hasn't. I'm still 23. So, but I want to either offer just kind of a discussion thing, and if I can help anybody with this idea that just came to my head, then great. If not, that's cool too, because it's just something that I'm kind of interested in thinking about myself. But the idea is this. So for people like me, that I don't want to say I'm impatient, but I might be impatient. So just like this constant thing of like, I need to get this done, I need to get that done, I need to get this done. So that's sort of impatience. Not like impatience like waiting for other people to do things for you, but like impatient meaning like I'm patient like with how my life would be progressing, like that. So again, like I need to do this, and this. I should do this because I don't have enough time or whatever, when I clearly do. If you struggle with that, and again, like with me, like I have some sort of a struggle with that recently. My solution again to that would be to just, tell you to be patient, or tell myself to be patient. But I was thinking of something else. Another thought crossed my mind. And that thought was, instead of preaching patience, would be to, and or preach persistence. And I feel like it would resonate a little bit more with me, and maybe other people too, because persistence is different than patience. Patience, in my opinion, I think is the idea of patience is a little more passive. I feel like at least how it's generalized. Of course, like a lot of people kind of say different ways, but patience is like, okay, I'm gonna just sit back and wait for this to happen. Like I'm kind of like, I'm not in control, right? And I wouldn't call myself a control freak, but at the same time, like I like to be in control. So, I feel like when I hear patience, again, it might be my own fault, but it just seems like it has like a negative or a passive like type of connotation. So I feel like persistence, if you're patient for 40 years, right, and you're patient in the correct sense, and you're persistent for 40 years, it's probably going to be the same place, right? Patience meaning you're putting your head down, you're working, but you're being patient about the outcome. Persistence, you're putting your head down and working, you're just doing the same stuff, and trying to continue to get better every day. I feel like you're going to be in the same place at the end of that road, either way. But as far as like from a psychological or a mental, perspective, I feel like patience, like I said, is more passive. Persistence is more active, because you're actively doing the same thing that you're preaching, and doing it over and over again, and just continuing to, advance forward. So, this is again just kind of like a psychological topic. I don't know if it's if it'll resonate with anybody or not, but it's just something that I thought of, because I think for me, just don't like to hear "be patient," because it doesn't, I don't feel like I'm in control. I feel like I have a lack of ability to kind of do whatever I want. So I'm gonna try that, give it a shot, and be a little bit more, persistent with my efforts, and do that sort of thing, and kind of see where it takes me. But just a thought, and another little tiny, update. So that's pretty much it. Let me know if you guys think the same way, or if you don't think that way at all, or whatever. But I'll talk to you guys in the next one.